So this is just a test podcast. We're gonna get going here, Hayden and I. So first things first, I want to recap the Mr. America. Right off the bat, I noticed the level of competition was pretty stifling. As soon as these guys were getting undressed, getting ready to get pumped up, I was looking at just the detail on these guys, the thinness of their skin, proportions, thickness, muscle density, maturity, all sorts of stuff. And even with missing the carb up process, I was certainly coming into that show flat. But even if I had done everything right with the carbs and loaded completely, and what I mean by that is, let's just say, for example, I got like 600 grams of glyco storage in my skeletal muscle. I maybe hit half that going into the show, so I was pretty flat. But even if I did hit all of it, these guys were just a few notches above where me and my crew are at. We're close, but we need a little bit more time. We need to build up muscle, overall size. The grains, yeah, you can get it at a young age, but usually it comes with muscle maturity and age. So with that said, just the more we grind, the further along that progress will get with the thinning of the skin and stuff like that. But yeah, other than that, the other thing going into the show too was, I don't know, a lot of people, they go to these shows, they might just be like sitting in the corner by themselves, and that's fine. But for me, one of the things I like about natural bodybuilding so much is the camaraderie backstage. So, we got me, Siobhan, Craig's whole crew, Frank, Phil, we're all in the corner working out together. We're getting ready to pump up together. We're talking, laughing, chatting. And, that's how it should be before you get on stage. Now, I know it's like, mental warfare can definitely play to an effect if you wanted to go that route. But, you could do things like not taking off your clothes. You don't have to sit there and berate somebody or be an ass backstage. So I thought that was one of the fine-tuning points of that show was just the camaraderie backstage. And then just to top it off, like, the number one thing about this show was how it was ran. I can't express enough how well that show was ran. I've done now 12 shows and, done numerous organizations, different promoters. They're all good. Every single one I've done is good. Great. They've all done a great job. I've seen guys have to manage almost 200 people all the way to managing the most elite of the elite competitors, making sure that everybody's getting fair treatment backstage and everything's going smooth. So from just a background sense, behind the scenes on that show, it was ran so good. And then also with that, so going to the actual way it was ran on stage, the reason why I like that so much that I've never seen before was top 3 got to do their posing routines at night. Nobody else did. So out of the 8 of us that were competing on stage, invite only. So these 8 guys all have done well, and they're all good pros, all of us. It's just, you don't deserve, and I agree with this, like, if you're going to a show where you're going up against the best of the best, the most prestigious title, one of the most prestigious titles in the country is Mr. America, Natural Olympia, Mr. Olympia, AAU, like all these shows, like Universes and the WMBF Worlds, they're very prestigious shows. And if you go to these shows and you want to win this show, you better expect to, see some elite competition. And when you do see these guys, you got to know, like, this isn't just your typical amateur show anymore. Like, when you see these pro bodybuilders come out, it is just stacked, like, to the brim. And people want to see the best of the best. So, as much as it stinks, like, you might have family or friends there, barring COVID, forget all this right now, but let's just say this wasn't happening, you had family and friends there, you might be a little bummed out that you're not going on the night show. But did you earn it? I hope it goes, you go back home and it lights fire in your ass. Did you earn that ability to get on the stage and show your body? Yes or no? No. So in my case, I did not. Do I sit there and pout about it? Absolutely not. So you sit there and you look at these guys, and you see the 3 best guys, and it's clear cut. there's no questions about it. These top 3 guys were the top 3 guys, and so they got their time, they did their routines, that just was run impeccably. The one thing initially that I had a little bit of a head scratcher on was they took 3 of us off after quarter turns, and I was like, wow. I was like, am I really, like, is it that oblivious that I'm not in the top 5? But yeah, I mean, after watching the video and I seen myself just going through quarter turns, you could tell. So that goes to show you how well the judging was. I normally would not agree with going through quarter turns and saying, you're out, you didn't make the cut. But with how elite this show was ran, and we went through our quarter turns, I mean, it was clear as day I wasn't top 5. I didn't need to go through any more poses, honestly, to even see that. And just to know that the judges had did that just literally shows you how good they are at what they're doing there. That show was judged the best I've ever seen. So on that note, shout out to Mark. This video might be all sorts of goofy with the way the camera angle's going, but at least you can hear me. So shout out to Mark. He's a promoter of the Mr. America. He's a great guy, down to earth, and I just want to kudos to him for running a great show. And I can tell you right now, you made it every single one. All of us, we're coming back. We want to come back. So, Warzone Fitness over and out.